The second thing which happened in 2009 is something that you may not be aware. Academic gender diversities came in. Marks of 10th 12th graduation became important. अगर वो चीज होती मेरे टाइम पे तो मैं तो नहीं बन पाता, ठीक है. So suddenly it realized that being a girl there's an advantage, being a non-engineer was an advantage, and then if you have good marks in 10th 12th graduation you could get a call. So there was a situation when people with 99.9 percentile don't get a call now. If you don't have 10, you have 90, 90, 80 or whatever that number is depending on the category. So 99.92 percentile पे Rohtak is the best call. So those kind of things started happening there. अभी भी होता है, but उस टाइम पे certainly बहुत ज़्यादा हुआ था. अब people have probably reconciled and probably it's coming back. And the number of good colleges have also increased.
Sir, agar if you're allowing more diversity to come in, then shouldn't it lead to more accessibility and more people wanting to write the exam? के even more women would feel confident कि हाँ मेरा भी हो सकता है, so I should also write the CAT. And but those numbers have not gone up in that proportion.
They have not. They have not gone up in that proportion. In fact, if you look at it, for the 50%, 50 नहीं actually 47, 48% general category seats होती हैं. After looking at everything, they would be, my guess is about 70% of the population. For the 50% reserve seats, they are 30% of the population. So वो ratio गलत है. And वो ratio गलत इसलिए है because people are not informing. How many people go and talk about these things? जैसे कि है, as career launcher, I insist, though मैं ये भी क्या बताऊंगा कि हमारे partners भी सब नहीं करते ये. I insist we should not talk percentiles. Percentile is a very, very wrong number to look at. If I say 99 percentile, मैं percentile बोल रहा हूँ, लोगों को percentage सुनाई देता है. प्रॉब्लम वहां पे है. जबकि 99 परसेंटाइल इस साल जो है 35-37% पे 40% मार्क्स पे आती है. 99 परसेंटाइल हैज नेवर बीन ओके एक्सेप्ट फॉर वंस, नेवर बीन मोर देन 50% मार्क्स. सो आई शुड टॉक मार्क्स. सो वो एक इशू है. देन पार्टली आई वुड से इफ यू मूव आउट ऑफ द टॉप सिटीज, इफ यू गो टू द स्पेशली टायर 3 टायर 4 सिटीज, आई डोंट थिंक द गर्ल्स गेट दैट मच अपॉर्चुनिटी. Thirdly, outside the top cities, the non-engineering colleges are poor in terms of academics and other activities. So यहाँ पे दिल्ली का तुम्हारा खराब कॉलेज भी जो बोलोगे वो गोरखपुर के अच्छे कॉलेज से अच्छा है. So the quality of education and the inputs that they get also are very poor, and then they don't have the confidence to go ahead. दूसरा जो है वो मेरा pet peeve है. I think English is overemphasized. English is overemphasized. The number of brilliant students I see on the wayside because CAT को अंग्रेजी में इतना अहमियत दी है is phenomenal.
I completely agree with you, sir.
It is stupid. I don't know why they are stuck with English. हाँ ठीक है, language check करनी है करो. I am not saying don't do it. But what stops you from when there's a significant population which is studying in Telugu, Gujarati, Hindi, Bengali medium, we need to make sure that we need to get into those areas also. But I think IIMs are just stuck with these things इन चीजों के बीच में. हर साल जब भी मौका मिलता है या इस साल जैसे हमारा एलुमनाई मीट है, जाके मैं फिर गाली दे के आ जाऊंगा, अपनी भड़ास निकाल दूंगा, वो एक कान से सुन के दूसरे से निकाल देंगे, बात खत्म हो जाएगी जब तक कोई और आके नहीं बोलता. But these are issues which are there as far as I see. I went with 3 years work experience. Okay, I can tell you with personal experience. Did I learn more than the people who were there? Yes, from in specific areas, HR. कुछ चीजों में क्योंकि वो चीजें देखी होती हैं, we can understand them better. If I look at purely from a career perspective, I have found the earlier you do your MBA, the better off you are. Because जो 2 साल 3 साल मैंने काम किया इंजीनियरिंग में in HPCL, did it get the full weightage after MBA? No. I was given a 1 year advantage. ठीक है, तुम्हारे को ट्रेनिंग नहीं कराएंगे, तुम डायरेक्टली आ जाओ. But that was it. So purely from a career perspective, you tend to lose out. And the gains of that work experience are not that huge. Because especially in India, even if you are working with McKinsey after your graduation, PPT बनवा देना, ठीक है ना? PPT बनाने का काम करेंगे, थोड़ा बैक एंड सेकेंडरी रिसर्च करा लेंगे, उसके बाद आप MBA करने जाओगे तो ऐसा कोई नहीं, आपको बहुत कमाल मिलेगा कुछ. So मेरा suggestion to everyone is exactly opposite of what I did. I would say the best time to do an MBA is immediately after graduation. The earlier you do, the better it is for your career. And which is why जैसे लास्ट ईयर भी, उससे साल भी, हर साल 2-3 जने होते हैं जिनकी अहमदाबाद कॉल आती है, बोलते हैं वी वांट टू डेफर एंड वर्क एक्सपीरियंस लेके जाएंगे. मैं सबको मना करता हूँ. कुछ बात मान जाते हैं, कुछ नहीं मानते. इट्स देयर इंडिविजुअल कॉल. बट माय ओपिनियन इज वेरी क्लियर. वर्क एक्स इज ओवररेटेड. इट इज हेल्पफुल, नो डाउट अबाउट इट, बट उतना ज्यादा नहीं है. अदरवाइज मोस्ट ऑफ द फ्रेशर्स वुड बी कंप्लीटली मिजरेबल और फेलियर्स इन एमबीए. दैट इज नॉट द केस. ओके, सो दैट्स द फर्स्ट पार्ट. उससे पहले जो आपने पूछा था कोचिंग का, पर्सनल वर्सेस ग्रुप, उससे पहले एक और सवाल पूछो, कोचिंग चाहिए क्या? द प्रॉब्लम इज Unfortunately, many of you are what I call the tuition generation. बचपन से नर्सरी केजी से ट्यूशन कराए जा रहे हैं. तो काम करने की आदत, काम करने के साथ पढ़ने की आदत, खुद पढ़ने की आदत, प्लान करके करने की आदत छूट गई है. And that is what you need to look at. Somewhere along the line you'll have to leave that. कॉलेज में ट्यूशन जाते हो, नहीं जाते हो ना, या अभी भी जाते हो? सेल्फ स्टडी है ना, ये भी कर सकते हो. Okay, so my first thing will be coaching चाहिए कि नहीं. Second question to ask is what are my requirements? Do I need support in all areas? Okay, or do I need support only in one area? If you need support in one area only, then there's good online courses available. You could look at them. If you need support in all areas, go for a full-fledged program. And obviously, classroom versus online. The advantage of classroom is there's a faculty, there's a group of people around you, and उसको आप फैकल्टी का सर खा सकते हो, डाउट क्लियर करा सकते हो, हो सकता है. लोगों का कॉम्पिटिटिव एनवायरनमेंट होता है, लेकिन आने जाने में दिल्ली जैसे शहर में टाइम बर्बाद होता है. So these are the pros and cons, and online where you are on your own with less faculty support. So based on that criteria, you need to decide for yourself. So I'm sorry, I'm not giving you an answer. I'm saying these are the criteria. Please pick up based on your requirement. And if you think you can do it yourself on self-study, the only thing you have to do is take study material and test series and do it. I am not a big fan of YouTube.
Hi sir, I'm Devansh, and my first question is that since you are taking CAT since 25-30 years, so how does CAT evolve from 90s till date? And second question is there is a sudden rise in CAT applicants post COVID, so how will it affect future MB aspirants as the seats in most B school are not increasing by that frequency?
Okay, पहली चीज, seats in B school से कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. Ultimately, those people have to get jobs. 2006, 7, 8, the problem was seats बहुत बढ़ गई थी, सब MBA कर रहे थे, job नहीं मिल रही थी. So that is immaterial. And the reason why I think the numbers have gone up this year is if you look at the placement statistics of Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4 engineering colleges. You will find it has gone down significantly and hence the numbers have gone up. Okay, is it sustainable? I don't know. We'll need to wait for a couple of years. Is it a one-off thing? Because the same thing we have seen at least twice more. .com बूम था एक टाइम पे 99 2000, उसके बाद .com बस्ट आया, अगले साल बढ़ गए थे, नौकरियां निकलती हैं. सो व्हेनेवर द इकोनॉमी गोज डाउन, यहाँ पे कैट पे लोग आ जाते हैं कि कहते हैं चलो पढ़ ही लेते हैं, नौकरी तो है नहीं. सो दैट इज अ पार्ट उसके अंदर. ठीक है, तो मैं पहला सवाल क्या पूछा था?
How does CAT evolve from 90s
CAT
till
ना,
date?
from a speed based test, if I look at the big picture, from a speed based test it has become a comprehension and logic based test. Okay, so if I look at my paper, it was 240 250 questions, 240 questions. Okay, and 2 hours. Okay, and आजकल लोगों को लगता है कि यार 2 घंटे में 76 सवाल करना बहुत महंगा, 66 सवाल करना बहुत टाइम, बहुत मुश्किल है. हम लोग 200 प्लस 240, आदत की बात होती है, वो गैस होती है ना, इट विल एक्सपैंड. तो हम लोग का भी वही है, टाइम ज्यादा तो हम भी धीरे धीरे काम करने लगते हैं. एंड दैट इज व्हाट हैज हैपेंड. ब्रॉडली स्पीकिंग, लेस ऑफ मेमोरी, मोर ऑफ लॉजिक. Okay, and more numbers oriented, because earlier it used to be 50% English and language and 50% DI and quant. Okay, so focus is more towards mathematical and numbers because the kind of opportunities which are available are possibly more towards that. Okay, I think essentially यही changes आए हैं इसके अंदर अगर पेपर को देखते हैं.
And this year even tier 2, sorry, generation 2 and generation 3 IIMs are also struggling for SIP. So how
नहीं, वो प्रॉब्लम नहीं आएगी. देखो, what is you need to remember, one thing I don't like about IIMs is they have not increased the capacity. जब मैं पास आउट हुआ था बैंगलोर से 150 की कैपेसिटी थी, आज 400 450 की है. 30 साल में साला 3 गुना हुए, क्या मजाक कर रहे हो?
सेकंड थर्ड जनरेशन की काफी.
हाँ, इनको जो है ISB इनके बाद शुरू होके इनका डबल हो चुका है. That's the same. Okay. So I'm not in favor of so many new IIMs being opened, because once you spread so much, you will have a struggle of faculty and location. बोध गया कहाँ है हिंदुस्तान में, आधे लोगों को मालूम नहीं है यार. संबलपुर लोग पूछते हैं कि अच्छा गूगल मैप खोल के देखते हैं. So and the other part is there how will the industry interaction be for those students who are in these places? This will be a challenge. Okay. However, one of the good thing is these new IIMs, Ranchi, Raipur, Bodh Gaya, Jammu, etc., they have been putting pressure on the Tier 2B schools. So if you go back 5 years, इनको पूछता नहीं था. अब now you look at an IMT is being compared to IIM Amritsar. I don't think they're comparable, but people compare, students compare. So वो चीजें जो उन पे प्रेशर आने लग गए, so it is going to be beneficial from the point of view of these institutes also. They will have to up their game also.